So today, right now, we're gonna get into different types of R&B. So hold on, no, listen. We got to get into different types of R&B because I think that everybody thinks that there's just one type of R&B, and there's not. So we're gonna get into it, right? So the type of R&B that usually people think about as R&B is what I would like to consider like either I love you or like I miss you R&B. Now y'all might be like, now what does that mean, right? So stay with me, right? I broke down R&B in different sections, right? So what I mean by I love you R&B, it's like all the R&B that's talking about loving somebody and being with somebody and the joy of having somebody. So I call those I love you songs. Those are songs that you can play at like weddings, right? Like Eric Benet and all those other different songs. Why? Because to spend the rest of my life with you is I love you R&B track, right? And then you have the I miss you tracks where it's like they're singing about how they miss this person or how they miss this thing, right? That R&B for me is a different set of R&B. That's just me. Y'all may put everything in the same place. I separate those two, right? So because I separate those two, that's what it is. That's what I pretty much understand, right? So you have those. Then I have what you consider breakup R&B, right? So breakup R&B, that's the stuff that's like bust the windows out your car and you know all the songs that's like it's R&B-ish, but they talking about they want to fight somebody because this person did just hurt their feelings or this person did just hurt their heart and all that other type of stuff, right? So that's like breakup music, right? Like you listen to breakup music when you break up, and then sometimes in that breakup sense you start to listen to I miss you music because you break up with somebody but you may start to miss them, so you listen to I miss you music, right? So those two are different. Those are all three different sectors. Then you have what I like to consider party R&B. So the party R&B is like that every little thing that we do to stay between me and you. Why? Because it's a good little vibe. Like it's talking about either partying or it's talking about being outside, hanging with your homegirls, hanging with your fellas, going shopping, picking up some new people. Like it's just this like it's just like a different type of energetically flow, right? It just energetically flows different, right? So that's the type of music that you usually listen to when you go to brunches. Because that's party R&B. Party R&B has like a kind of like a up tempo, like less kind of party, but it's still R&B. It's like we not too rah rah rah, but we cute with it, right? So that's what I consider to be party R&B. Then you have what they would consider neo soul R&B, right? I like to call it healing music or like higher frequency music, right? So I would consider like that higher frequency music to be more like a Janae Ayoko, right? Where she understands spirituality, she understands frequencies in her music, she understands sound baths, she understands those things. So you have musical artists that are like her, that are like in that higher frequency, like her, Brent, he's in there. Who else? There's a couple other artists that I can't think of right now off the top of my head, but they go in that flow, right? So those are like the people type of music that maybe you'll play at the beginning of like a corporate event where it's like they have like some party kind of music, but it's still kind of flow. If you're doing something with maybe people that are doing like a yoga or a meditation type of thing, that also may be a space where you have it. I did a wellness fair, and that's all they wanted. They just wanted like, you know, kind of like not lo-fi, but kind of like lo-fi R&B-ish, right? So I would consider that to be healing R&B. So usually you don't really hear healing R&B at a brunch. You just don't, because that's not necessarily what happens at a brunch. Like maybe somebody might play like Closer to My Dreams. You might get a Jill Scott that'll be played. You might get a couple Janae Ayokos. You might get some Leon Thomas played here and there. But ultimately, the R&B is the party R&B. That's what you actually want to listen to. Now, when it's just like you broke up with somebody and you like trying to get over them and stuff like that, that's breakup R&B. So when you guys are thinking about DJs playing the same type of music as far as parties, is because they haven't understood or they don't understand the concept of there being different types of R&B. So what you end up hearing is you end up hearing a lot of party R&B mixed into like I love you R&B and I miss you R&B, which kind of gives like a more sadder vibe. Like it's more like low. That's kind of like the music that you used to listen to at your house and you cried and you wiped your, you wiped your tears, your Kelly Prices and all that type of stuff. You don't usually hear those at brunches because it's not so much of an up-tempo type of music. But if you're having, let's say, an R&B party, you can say what type of R&B party that you're gonna have. Why? Because you could be like a Closer to My Dreams R&B party, and maybe all you playing is neo soul and some like real good frequency music. Maybe you're like, oh, this is, party R&B, which everybody usually plays. So that's why we get those DJs that are playing all the same songs too, is because they only know of one concept of R&B versus being versatile with it. Like, dancehall has a bunch of different varieties in there. Hip hop has variety. Like those are other videos. Those are whole other videos. But right now, I just need y'all to understand that there's different types of R&B, and like you have love making R&B, and you also have like Pound Town R&B. Two different things. If you're into the love making with somebody, you're not gonna go and play Young Jock, I've been there, done that. No. You might play something a little bit more sensual, might play something a little bit more slow, a little bit more intentional to what you're actually gonna do, right? Versus playing something else just because it's a nasty song. So you have different type of artists, right? You have artists who knows, like Chris Brown and Trey Songz, they know how to make really good sex music. R. Kelly, really good, but at the same time, R. Kelly can also make really good other party music. Janae Aiko, raise your frequency, but at the same time, tell you what your worth is, right? So you have different artists that make different music, and it kind of just moves around based on the type of artist it is that you listen to. So I just want you guys to understand that there are different types of R&Bs. So figure out what type of R&B you like, your crowd likes, and that's where you move to, right? If you want to be open format with your R&B, you want to flow about everywhere, go ahead. Give everybody something. Play what you would like to do, right? But I just need y'all to understand, it's not one form, it's not one way, and don't let nobody else tell y'all that there's only one R&B. Because if you go and you break it down, there's different forms of it. Like I said, there's different forms of hip hop. So you might want to go back, check it out, and figure out why all the DJs playing the same one. And don't be the DJ that keep playing the same R&B. Stop playing the same party R&B that they want to play. Play new party R&B. There's new artists that came out since 2018 up until 2026 that come out with some great music, but you guys are kind of stuck on like the old artists and what the old people do. That's not the flow for everybody. So just need y'all to understand there's different forms. So take that as y'all please. Do with that information as y'all need. I understand. So I'm telling y'all so y'all can understand, all right? And I'm out just like that.